Hey, welcome back YouTube. So, here I got this little Remington Mite Deluxe. Now I got this saw with the, that last batch of saws. I've never been to one of these. This is a pretty small saw. These are 34.4 cc's. I really don't know much about them. Fuel line feels okay. This has no spark. But I have a feeling this thing was left outside. So, I'm assuming it's points. Why does that move? I don't think that should move with the... I think that's an oiler, isn't it? It might have some issues, but I think it was left outside. Points corroded, so we're going to take a look. I've never been to one of these, so this is all new to me. Let's do it. It's got no spark. That's one thing I know. So we'll check the compression. You can see inside the spark plug hole there. Looks funny in there. Turns over fine. There's no weirdness there. So we can get this. Come on, get in the hole. I'll make you spit on it. Okay. Let's do a quick compression test. That's one reason also why I'm making a video, because I've never been to one of these, so if I forget how something goes together, it's easy to figure that out. 15 pulls. Yeah, it's right above 120. It's not great, but it's also probably a dry cylinder, so that probably doesn't help. Why not put a little bit of lube down there and try that again? Somewhere I have something. There we go. A little bit of 2-stroke oil. Cheap crap from Home Depot. Drop in there. I don't like to put too much when I do this. A second just to mingle around in there. Okay, let's try this again. See if we can beat the 120 mark. I think it will. I know nothing about these. Maybe these are low compression saws. I don't know what these things. I hope I didn't say it already, but these were made from 73 to 75, I believe. It's actually a nice, small, light little saw, though. So I mean, I'd like to get it going. That'd be dandy dandy. Oh, that brought up to about 160 psi, so I'm guessing that low reading was because the cylinder was dry. I don't expect after I get running to be that high cold, but somewhere in the middle, like 140. So now to take this little bastard apart. Lift here. And I lift it there. I don't know why the oiler wants to move when I pull the trigger. If the oiler works. Hope the oiler works. Oh yeah. What do I have? I'll put some of this in. Hydraulic fluid. That's pretty thin. That'd be too thin. Brake fluid from 7-Eleven apparently. Maybe I shouldn't worry about the oiler yet. I wonder if that stuff's too thin to draw. Well, I'll worry about that after. It's not what this video is about. So we are going to, what is it? Phillips. judging by the paint wear, this thing must be fiberglass, or yeah, it must be fiberglass. Part of the reason why I saw it's probably so light. Oh, it's kind of got a. I think that's called a. If I'm correct, that's called a Morris Fairbanks starter setup, kind of like the some old home lights have. Which that's interesting. Okay. Let's keep everything together. Next. Pull the carburetor off. I think these are piston ported as well. Don't quote me on that. I really didn't investigate them that much. Well, that's a choke. So choke's just a little slider that sits in there. It's kind of different. It's kind of annoying too. It's kind of right in my way for what I want to do. So it's a fixed jet. I'm guessing it's going to be a Tillotson HU. Yeah, it's a Tillotson HU carb, which I don't have kits for, but I think I have some coming. I do have some coming because fuel went off. Yeah, broke. That's okay. Well, the choke can just swing to the side, I guess. How's that throttle linkage in there? There we go. Yeah, HU23A. It's a tiny little carburetor on that thing. But it is what it is. And this is definitely a piston ported saw. This will be the first look at the cylinder. Yeah, which probably is fine. It looks like there's some light marks on the cylinder there, if you guys can see in there. Maybe not. Or sorry, the piston. Okay, so what next? You can come off. It's missing the screw on the bottom, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, get this flywheel off. Theory. Because I know Remington for a while they were still making saws that are just Chinese ones, kind of like the Black Decker or Champion, or there's a few other brands. I guess pause it for a second. Okay, the flywheel is actually easy to pop off there. Definitely points under there. I think that coil's okay. That's where to find it. Off like that? Yeah, there we go. Kinda, sorta. Yeah, it's the key way out, maybe. But not lose it. These points don't look. Those points don't actually look bad. Huh. Denser somewhere in here? Is it underneath? Yeah. You know, this coil actually looks a lot like coil for like a Super Mini. Yeah, maybe not. Kinda, sorta. Almost. So those points look okay. I'm just gonna file them, I guess. I mean, unless the spark plug wire is pinched and losing spark somehow. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so pause you guys for a second. Sorry, I forgot to hit record again. So I'm gonna put the nut back on here. I'm gonna spin it over and see if it's got spark. That is the right one, right? Weird. Try it the other way. Hoping to see a spark. And again, the coil actually looks quite a ways away from the flywheel, which might be an issue too. Okay, let's see if you got spark, you little bastard. I'm not gonna be able to do this in the way you guys are gonna be able to see it, so just, you know, do my thing here. Yeah, nothing. Oh, switch was off, which probably doesn't help much. No spark. So let's check this flywheel gap. Flywheel gap looks a little large, so I'm gonna try to adjust that and try this again. Don't know if that will do the trick though. That coil might be kaput. That would be my next guess. That's why I always use, I just use 2 post-it notes, and that's how I got them all. Is that right? Is it wrong? I don't know, but it works. So if it works, just take it as it is and be thankful that it works that way. Moving closer. Sure, it probably won't be too hard to find a new coil for this thing. Or something that'll work anyways. If this doesn't work, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this spark plug wire out and just make sure it's not messed up and taking spark somewhere. You know what I mean? Just work anywhere, right? That's weird, it had spark for a second, but now it doesn't. So, so I think it's time to check the spark plug lead, because it could very well be the issue there. Is down one here, right? See this. Okay. So something stealing spark, or I don't know why it would be intermittent like that, but I guess we're about to find out. No, it's for a different kind of coil. I wonder if I baked in the oven. I wonder if it has moisture in it. There's no, I can't see any visible cracks in the insulation on the coil, so this is a long drawn out video. But you know, it's a how-to video. You don't have to watch it. But if someone's working on one of these, it might come in handy to somebody. I don't want to take this all the way apart yet. I'm gonna have to take this all apart. If so, this isn't all that difficult, but I kind of don't want to. This purple wire looks fine. But why would it have spark for a second and then disappear? The condenser's fucked? Oh. Do you guys know out in YouTube land? I'm gonna put it back together and try it again. It's weird how it was so intermittent like that. See, I don't know if I'll have a coil, other type of coil that would work with this even, just because it's kind of not an oddball, but it's kind of its own thing, right? Not even sure what kind of ignition system this is. Can't see anything stamped on the flywheel. I might have to do some research. This might be a two-part video. Maybe just pull it apart and port it if I get spark. Okay. Let's try that shizzle again. It's so bizarre. Oh, I'm going to see if I can get this off. Granted, I should probably just take this thing apart, right? Might as well, right? I don't think it's gonna be that hard to take it apart. I hate Phillips screws with a passion, almost as much as flatheads. Robertson are the way to go for everything. All I really want to do is get the wire through, so should be able to do that. Should be able to do that. Just speak up too, because I'm gonna undo this kill switch too, because that could be fucker too. There's always that, right? Kill switch is discarbureted. Make sure it's not touching anything. Yeah, put some weight on it or something. Keep it down without touching the metal part. Come on, if that cooperate. Yeah, it says cooperate enough, I guess. Okay, kill switch disconnected. Yeah, still nothing. That sucks. Sucks donkey balls. Yes, I said it sucks donkey balls. I'm allowed to, I'm grown up. Okay, well. How do we can get that out? Okay, so the coil won't work. What do I have that could work? That's all super easy, or super mini. That will not work. One of these Prestolite ones work. Line up. No, of course not. Let's get desperate here. This is a Husqvarna 55 coil, and I think it actually might bolt up. If it's going to work or not, that's, as you may know, that's a whole different story. Now, one of these is used and doesn't work anymore. This one. That one does not work. Okay, let's try and do some magic. See if we can make this SOB work. With the Husqvarna 55 coil. You never know till you try. I know the magnets play a big role in this too, so that's why, like with home lights, you gotta feel on stuff will not work with the Rico or Presto light, whatever you want to call it, stuff. Okay, now I don't want to take that right off, so let that even bolt on there. That's so damn close. It's so damn far. Darn far, I mean. Yeah, that's a pity. I wonder if I could get by with just having one on for the sake of science, right? That's what I'll call it. For science. Just to see if it might could possibly kind of work. If that will keep it from sucking up to the magnets anyways. Okay. It's dragging on the magnets there a bit. I wonder if I can. Yeah, let's see what happens. See if we get spark. That's the most important thing here. Because I can always make a new bracket. That's not an issue. This will have electronic ignition, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but works like a mother effer. So, Husqvarna 55 coil will work on here. Just, I wonder if I could just enlarge that hole enough to, probably could. So yeah, that's what's going to happen here. This thing is going to get a Husqvarna 55 coil. It should work perfectly fine. These coils are like a miracle coil. They work with everything. I just got to make that hole bigger. So, yeah, if I drag it back. That one's there. That one's there. Okay. Now I'm going to try to carefully drill a hole through that. Basically just enlarging that slot there. Okay. That's where I'm probably going to embarrass myself. Cordless drill is not down here. So I'm going to use a big power drill. There. Yeah, okay. Let's just send it, eh? Let's just send it Expo style. Hey, at least we'll learn something here about how that coil will work on that saw. Okay. Mother lover. I wonder if I got a rotary bit that's tiny enough that I could just ream that hole out with. So that might be a lot safer. See what I can find here. What the hell is that? I don't know what the hell that is. Okay. Hey guys, Dan Kane here. Look what I got. Yeah, everything's a mess. Let's try and drill it more carefully this time. Oops, can't start on the other side, can I? This does at work. This would be a lot flipping easier if I was at work. Okay, the trick's just to go slow and don't get greedy. Damn it. Darn it, I mean. Just watch my language. Kids could be watching. Ah. Okay. Just breathe. Pause you guys for 1 second here. Hey YouTube, so here again, the coil on this Remington Mite, the points coil, did not work. Like, this is it. It's just intermittent spark. There's something fried in there. I think this thing got left outside. Might got moisture in it. So I put a Husqvarna 55 coil on here. It's like the universal coil. Spinning it with the impact adds spark at high RPM. I'm not sure if it'll have spark at low RPM, but we're gonna put the starter cover on and find out, because why not? Hopefully it worked. I'd be quite happy if it did work. Go in there. Get you in there. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's get that. Let's see if I can zoom in just to so you guys can see too. Hopefully that will have spark. I'd be quite happy with that. So zoomed in, try to get that up here. I know that's picking up, but there is definitely spark. I'm gonna take another crappy spark plug, something really shitty like this one. I'm gonna open up the gap a little bit and see if it'll jump it. It's obviously not the correct spark plug. I don't know if it'll actually even work, but we'll find out. It's in frame. Yeah, it's in frame. That's a bigger gap. I don't know if that's picking up. So that. So the Husqvarna 55 coil works. Works pretty damn good, I think. You gotta ream out the holes. If you're doing this, you'll see what I mean. You just gotta ream the crap out of the holes, actually. Let's put the long spark plug lead, or the kill switch lead. Probably have to make a lead for this. I can do that after. That's gonna have to go through there like so. Crappy heat shield. Try to keep this up here because let's get some screws in this bastard. And let's go up there. So probably the only thing left to do on this saw is actually to rebuild the carburetor. Maybe we'll just take a peek and see what kind of shape the carburetor's in. Maybe it will be fine. Who knows, right? That's cool. See, these are not clamshell, so I mean, could port this thing, I guess. You're not going in your hole. Is that full stripped? Might be. Pull this apart, see if that hole is stripped or not, or it's one of those, eh? Okay. It's one of those. Like fucking McCulloch and Pioneer and shit. to find a square nut. I'll be right back. So yeah, these saws use these square nuts, at least here. It's going to go into that little slot in here. I need to look at an IPL for one of these because I just realized something. There's really no air filter in this thing. I mean, there is this thing, but that's not an air filter, that's just a grill. So I have to find an IPL, which I probably can find for these, I would imagine. They made these for quite a few years, a few different variations. Okay, so so if you're putting one of these back together, just take a note that you gotta get the choke linkage into the little plunger hole. Before you tighten those, take those things home. Anyway. Not one thing, it's another. Just go in your hole. There you go. Back in there. Be all happy. A happy little tree that's our own secret, just like Bob Ross. Oh, okay, where are those holes? Jesus Christ. Okay, that's pinched. It's kind of turning into a train wreck here. That's pinched, and that's not good if that's pinched. That's got to be up here. Ish. There we go, that's more gooder. Okay, that's where it should be. Fully tighten these this time. These small holes on the bottom to line up. Okay. Sorry, this is a long video and I'll do some editing. There we go. Bingo! Bungo! I like it. I like it a lot now. Of course, this spark plug wire is a mile long, which I don't like, but I can fix that. Now, see if she still got spark, because this wasn't a chainsaw. This is an Autolite 295. I'm pretty sure that's for like a Ford inline 6 or some crap like that. No, just, okay, yeah. Starter cover back on. Currently, I have no kill switch, but I'll just leave it as is for now. I'll probably make one at work tomorrow. The kill switch wire, that is. Okay, I need one more screw. One more screw that I cannot find. Yay. Yeah, I know somebody's going to say how disorganized I am, but whatever. My disorganization. If you don't like it, don't watch. Or you can criticize. I really don't mind, actually. So there's the plunger. I still don't know why this thing duct hanging right now. Linkage has to be. There's something really funky with this linkage here. Take that off and take a look. Got it slipped off, that's why. Stupid choke lever. Jeez. Jeebus. That needs to. That should be like that. Let's go to the other side. So it's going to be go through this side. Methinks. There we go. Just like so. Maybe. Okay. There we go. Disaster averted. Is what it is. Just made it easy to take this apart. Just rubber it back in. So this is a cheap saw. There's actually the build quality is actually quite decent on it. At least I think so. Except for that. To heat that up with that. That's funky, isn't it? How's that supposed to? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out while it's sitting all funky. Okay, that's how she goes, I guess. It's a little better. Okay, let's confirm that she's got spark still. So, big gnarly spark plug. And that's not the one I was just using though. Yeah. Different Autolite that I found in some Autolite A74 or some crap. Probably from a Ford 4-cylinder. Okay. It's got a nice good spark now. You know, it's showing up on camera, but it's got spark, it's got compression. That's a win. Fuel, on the other hand, let's take a look at that, shall we? Carb mat. I wonder if I got a diaphragm or anything for these. I'm probably not. I'm seriously doubting that, but who knows? Maybe it's in good shape. Now let's have to replace the fuel lines and stuff. Put a bigger carb on it, get more power. I know I got some HU kits coming because I need one for that one little top handle pull in. They came from China. They're coming from China and it's taken forever. That's pretty stiff. It's nice and clean though. That's a good sign. I'm gonna find my miscellaneous carb crap. You never know. When I bought this lot of Homelite parts, it came with a lot of odds and ends. That's tiny. That's for something else. Most definitely for something else. What was that? It's a, huh. I was hoping for that. For one of these, but it's not. Okay, do I have anything in here? It's almost the right size, but I don't know what that's for. So it's not looking good for a carb kit for this thing. I'm not surprised, really. That was... I'm wondering if I maybe have just a different carb that'll fit in there. It's possible. If I did, I might use it. But I don't know if I do. Let's pull up the carb drawer. Let's see what I got for carburetors here. Okay. These are all... Well, yeah, nothing here will work, unfortunately. So I have to wait for a carb kit, which isn't the end of the world, but that's just putting a pause to this today because... I mean, it's not absolutely horrible. Could try the brake fluid check trick. You know, it might be okay. maybe, just maybe, maybe I'm a Chinese jet pilot. Well, you know what? No, I'm not going to put that on yet. Take a look at the metering diaphragm. That might, if I have a screwdriver small enough to do that with down here. Which I don't think I do, so I think I'm going to cut this video short. If that's, oh, maybe not. Okay, that didn't work. Tell the dog about this one. God, I got the shakes today. You need a drink. Just joking. Okay. Single jet safety carb. Same kind of carb. Well, it's the HU carbs they put in those like Pioneer 1074s, single jet. That's one reason why SAW survives. Same with home lights that have the high-speed governor. Apart from being straight gas, it's or massive air leaks. That's crunchy, but I mean, I like, you know, it doesn't hurt. Let these soak in brake fluid overnight, because why not, right? If anything, they'll just be garbage anyway. So let's see if I have some kind of small container to put them in, like a coffee can lid. Just gonna put those there. Take some good old brake fluid. Oh, I'm just going to let that sit till tomorrow, and then hopefully tomorrow I can put this back together. This carb, like I said, this carb is nice and clean. That works as it should. Such a tiny Venturi though, eh? But anyways, so I'm going to leave that. Part 2 of the video will come later this week. Take her easy. Bye.